Hey guys, Kurtis Parks here, and you are watching Worshipology. On the last episode, I talked about the power of music. Why does God use music? And I mentioned two key factors in music, that it shapes culture and shifts atmosphere. And today I want to camp out on that second idea, that music shifts the atmosphere. Now, over the years, I've had plenty of conversations with people on both sides of the faith aisle, those that have known God all their life, and those that are just exploring a relationship with Jesus. And it's interesting that both sides of that spectrum have told me that in times of worship, they just feel something within their heart shift a little bit. They feel drawn to something. And of course, those that have been walking with God know that it's us being drawn to the very heart and nature of Jesus Christ. And that's just the power of shifting atmosphere. If people that don't even identify as Christians notice that something shifts, there's a power in music that God's given us. And so as worship leaders, if we can understand that gravity to what we do as we lead worship and usher in God's presence, it's huge. There's two awesome chapters in the Bible that really hone in on this idea of shifting atmosphere. One is in the Old Testament, and it's 2 Chronicles chapter 20. It's the story of Jehoshaphat's army being faced by three different nations, and when the praise and worship goes out before the army, the nations turn on themselves, and Israel's enemies devour one another till not one man is left standing. And it's this awesome image of us just setting our focus above and not on our worldly problems. And when we do that, God tends to take care of everything. The next chapter that I want to focus in on, and I actually want to read from Acts 16, verse 25. And we know this story. Paul and Silas have been traveling around and spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ, and they get thrown in prison. So things are not looking good. But verse 25 of chapter 16, about midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly there was such a violent earthquake that the foundations of the prison were shaken. At once, all the prison doors flew open and everybody's chains came loose. It's this amazing picture that when they began to take their focus off of their problems, they're in prison. But when they didn't focus on that and just began to minister to the Lord and sing hymns, the chains were broken. And when we lead worship today, chains are still breaking every single time we focus on the goodness of Jesus Christ instead of our problems in front of us. Never let your current circumstance dictate how you worship God, because He's always worthy. Thanks for watching.